catch up.
Here we go with our first MMA fighter tonight. This comes to you out of the 170-pound weight class. Looking to get their first win in a octagon from Superior MMA in Hickory, North Carolina. Please welcome Dakota Leatherman.
That's a cool last name for a fighter. Yeah.
Please welcome Brendan Pickler. Amateur MMA brings you three-minute rounds. Controlling the action in the ring is referee Larry Carter.
The great Larry Carter, our third man in the cage. Big LC getting us started here between Brendan Pickler and Dakota Leatherman.
Wow, already throwing heavily right off the gate. Leatherman looking for big overhands that Pickler's able to immediately come in on the clinch. He's throwing short uppercuts here to try and prevent the takedown. Good strategy. And now there's a scramble. Who's going to end up on top?
It's the SMA student,
really
Leatherman.
Good job. Leatherman gets right on the back here. He already has one hook in place. Looking obviously for a rear naked choke from here. You don't even need both hooks in, especially if you get like a truck position where you lock the ankles right behind the thigh and the butt cheek.
That was beautiful, and look how it's crossed but on the outside. And you know, I would say, and I'm sure you would agree with me as a highly experienced jiu-jitsu competitor and practitioner, that the back take is probably the most rushed position in jiu-jitsu and MMA, and he didn't rush this. He actually set himself up for some nice success here.
It is. He's trying to maintain the back as Pickler's scrambling to end up on top. There's options here that he can transition to different sort of triangle locks or arm triangles. And Pickler able to pop up and posture up inside this closed guard position and throw heavy hands
and
down.
He's sitting on the hips too.
And then now he's trying to lock up his neck to prevent the strikes, but not successful. Now we've got Pickler in a spiral ride here, and he's just throwing heavy hands.
Looks like he was riding the bull at the state fair there for a second.
Good, and Leatherman works his way back to his feet. He's now on the back. Are we going to see a suplex? And we do! Let's go!
Strong body lock German suplex from Dakota Leatherman, and he's back here on this potential back take.
Gets the one hook in again, right
Stomp
hook.
that hook over, and
left
now
hook.
the strong side's on the mat.
Yes, he needs to square up his body underneath him just a little bit more. There's a potential that if he starts to lose it, he needs to transition to the mount immediately. He's got kind of like a neck crank across the jaw from here, but
yeah,
Leatherman
he's making him uncomfortable.
Leatherman should transition a mount from here as he's starting to lose the back. And he does. There we go.
He's taking a few jiu-jitsu classes. He subscribed to the Wolf Queen on IG. He knows how to do jiu-jitsu.
All right, now this is a very bad position for Pickler.
Of course.
Lots of bad strikes from here. He's also starting to isolate that arm as it's grabbing the head on that one side.
He's got an underhook too. Always makes things a little bit easier.
Leatherman needs to posture up a little bit to throw heavier hands. Pickler's trying to prevent them by holding him down tight to his body.
Yeah, Pickler came out.
There we go. Leatherman postures up and he's able to throw heavy hands. Now you can start taking them back because they're going to turn to avoid those strikes. He's got to do it again. There's short time. MMA is only 3-minute rounds.
That was a big shot there that he just landed on the rotation.
Yeah, we heard a couple oohs behind us on that one. Good body shots.
Pickler just holding on.
Definitely round one for Leatherman.
I mean, what an
started to lose the back, it might have been a first round finish right there. And a heavy leg kick.
Oh.
That Leatherman then counters and bounces Pickler off the cage to end up on top.
It's like a bouncing lateral drop. Oh, and here we
And
go.
here we go. Another beautiful suplex. Absolutely fantastic wrestling and grappling
And
from
this
Leatherman.
one, he's square on the spine. He's
Yep,
spine to spine.
this is
here.
gonna be very hard to fight
This
out
is
of. I see a finish coming right
His
here.
best look at a sub so far. And he's not quite under the chin, but you don't have to be when you're this contorted.
And
right?
he goes palm to palm here in a gable grip. This makes for a short choke, or what's known as a century choke, which can absolutely put so much pressure on the spine, the neck, and then eventually crush the jaw into the throat and finish the choke.
A what choke was that? I know short choke. I've
Century choke.
never heard it called that. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, you know jiu-jitsu, there's like 20 names for the same move, and if you go to 10th Planet, you'll hear all the wildest invented names up over there. Oh, and way to use his hips to flatten him out.
Oh, he gets
wow.
the tap. Tap by half Nelson.
So it's basically like a Kimura. It's a shoulder lock, but it's not a Kimura grip. He just, like Dylan said, had the half Nelson, arm behind the back.
Driving that in. Look at that bouncing lateral drop.
Wow.
You won't see that too many times.
Listen, you guys don't understand how lucky you are. You're seeing the debut fighters in the first fight of the night, and this man hits a suplex not once, but twice.
You can see the writing on the pavement. Young kids, they're growing up in basements. Online, a whole new generation. I'ma make mine, so you better go take it. Always, they need a new replacement. Decentralized, can't contain it. We're changing lives, yeah, upgrading. Call it to all the demons quiet.
Due to referee stoppage by shoulder, your winner out of the red corner, Dakota Leatherman, fighting out of Superior Martial Arts in Hickory, North Carolina. Nice round of applause for Brendan Pickler. Good job, Mr. Pickler.
Roger Carroll, so many years into the game.
Hell of a way to get things started out here
he
today.
Continues to produce prospects.
We're going to keep things rolling right into our second MMA fight of the night.